Yeah, let's find out what's currently blocking you. What is currently blocking the collective from doing whatever it is you want to do, achieve, be? Okay, what is blocking the collective? Some of y'all, it's your stubbornness, okay? And I saw Black Cat kind of come out. It didn't come out. And I'm also shuffling, and it's like cards still ain't coming out yet. So something about you kind of being too stubborn or having too much of a mysterious hidden nature to you, okay? It's kind of blocking you in a way, especially like if you're meant to be doing something out here where you're supposed to be seen or supposed to be using your voice or something. You know, you're supposed to be setting an example, being some type of influencer. That could be actually what is blocking you, because you know, if you're gonna keep staying hidden, or you're gonna keep being stubborn, more so in a way where you don't want to kind of pop out and put yourself out there. You don't want to showcase your gifts and your talents or who you are. You're being stubborn about that. That is what could be blocking you, okay? I'm also getting clarity. Clarity just came out, okay? So you could not have clarity about a person, place, or thing or situation. You could definitely not feel like you have clarity in a situation. You feel like you are not, you could be, you could feel like your mind is clouded. You could feel like you don't have any type of validation, assurance in a situation, and just kind of not having that clarity could definitely be what's blocking you, okay? This could even be like, especially like in regards to whatever you are trying to move forward on. You could not have clarity in that exact, category of what you're trying to move in on. And that is also like what is just blocking you, just not having any clarity, not being sure. This is also like not being sure of yourself, okay? Not trusting yourself. And that is also what is blocking you. This is also giving you not even knowing where you want to go, what you want to do, not having any direction, okay? And not having any direction could also be what is blocking you. You don't even really know where you're going. You don't really see where you're going. You don't really have a vision, right? And therefore you're being blocked. You kind of like find out where you're going, gain that clarity of where you want to go, what you want to do in life, and it's like that's when you'll be unblocked, okay? That's when these blockages will clear up and be removed. What is blocking the collectives? Some of y'all, this is like closure with clarity. I'm also getting closure. You feel like you don't have any closure in a situation, and because you never gained that closure, that is blocking you. It's keeping you from moving forward, because you're like steadily on, what it is that you didn't get closure about. And I was talking about alignment in my past video. I don't know which one, but it was like recent. I was talking about alignment. And it's just so true about like you having to be aligned with the things you want. It really is facts, okay? Like, so again, in this situation, you could be aligned with whatever it is you keep trying to get closure on. Whatever you feel like you don't have closure on, you're aligned with that, instead of like being aligned with whatever you're wanting to, be unblocked from, or whatever you're trying to, move forward on, but you feel like you're blocked on. It's because you're not aligning with whatever you're trying to move forward, and you're aligned with constantly wanting disclosure with somebody, or constantly feeling like you can't move forward until you get some type of closure that you never got, something like that, okay? And that's what's blocking you. What else? This is gonna be a quick video, okay? This is just clearly like what's blocking you. You could take whatever it is and just go ahead and start doing what you gotta do, to unblock yourself. And this is just more so in life in general. I could always do a more like precise video, but this is just kind of like what is overall blocking you, like in whatever area. What is blocking the collective? Some of you guys, you're still maybe dealing with like codependency issues. It says free and independent, so you could still be and this doesn't always have to literally be like you're struggling with like being like actually codependent on someone, though I am getting that. So that could be, that could be a blockage, you needing to work on being more independent, not depending on other people, because again, all you're gonna have is yourself at the end of the day. And you're gonna realize life would be your best teacher. So it's like, if you don't get it, life gonna show you, like, you are going to always have to be the one to just depend on yourself, because depending on other people ain't gonna always, work out. It's not always gonna be successful. So it's like, you might as well depend on yourself. At least you know you won't let you down, right? And I'm also getting, though, I just want to elaborate too on like exactly what I mean when I say codependency, because codependency doesn't just have to be in that nature, is what I'm saying. This could be like you constantly depending on, posting, being on social media because you're looking for some type of validation. This could be you codependent on buying things because it makes you feel better. This could be you being codependent on like binge eating and eating up all your food and buying a bunch of snacks because that's what makes you feel better when you're going through it. Okay, codependency could just be whatever. Yeah, this is as simple as addictions. You keep on using substances, you keep on drinking. It's because you're codependent on those things. Okay, it's you being dependent on those things to either make you feel better, make you feel happier, put you in a higher vibration that you think that is putting you in like a higher vibration, or you're codependent on the fact that it helps you become numb so you can't feel your pain. Okay, it could be whatever, but that's what it is giving. You are very much codependent on people, places, or things. Okay, and that is your biggest blockage. So for me to say that's one of your probably biggest blockages here. Could be people around you. Okay, so with finesse coming out, you got people around you who keep trying to finesse you out your money, your time, your energy, your resources. They don't give a fuck. A finesse is a finesser. They not caring about if they respecting you, or if they keeping it real. A finesse is just worried about finessing. They don't care who you are. This even so, whether it's even like I was getting to, like, whether this is even like a family member, or as usual, a friend or a co-worker or a known enemy even, okay, an associate, but you got people around you who could be trying to finesse you, and that is your biggest blockage, okay? Because if people are sitting up here taking you for all you got, okay, so that's what they're doing. You got people around you taking you for all you got, your energy, your money, your resources. They're leaving you depleted. You don't have shit. Of course, that's your blockage. You don't have shit else to offer, or you don't have any type of outlet to go to, because they are literally depleting you of everything you have. Okay, so you got to get from around these people who are finesses. This is also like opportunists. Okay, people who just want to take from you. This is even giving like energy vampires. Okay, because literally you can finesse in so many ways, and it literally starts with energies. Like, so I'm getting like, even you could have vampire energies around you. They sucking you up from all your energies, succubus energies, whatever you want to call it. They could be sucking you up from all your freaking energy, and then you don't got shit else left. You don't got no energy left to do nothing else. All your creative energy, all your energy, your rich, potent energy, it's gone. You're gone. You're left depleted. So it's like, get from around these people, these finessers, these people who just want to take from you, opportunists. Okay, they just around you because you could offer them some type of opportunities, material gains, whatever. Get them from around you, okay? Because that's your blockage. And that's like a common sense one, okay? We also had play come out. You're not giving yourself enough time to play and have fun in life, okay? Life isn't always about work, or always having to look after somebody, take care of somebody. Life isn't always about, making other people feel better. I'm even getting like people-pleasing energy. That could also be your blockage. It's like you are just so focused on maybe everybody else, that goes with like work and the serious parts of life, your responsibilities, that you just don't make time to play, okay? And yeah, I was getting like people pleasing. Even you're so busy like trying to take care of everybody else or make sure everybody else okay, that you forget to make sure you okay, and that you having fun, or you're enjoying your life, or you it's just like people, places, or things. You are too busy like focused on or in general, you just focus on the serious side of life, or you're always so focused on making ends meet that you don't let yourself have any playtime. And that is blocking you, because a lot of times, in order to keep moving forward in life, you're going to need that childlike energy. Believe it or not, you're going to need it. I don't care how old you are, how serious you want to act or portray to be, or how grown you think you are. Some of you guys just be trying to kind of go with the norms, and you forget that like you need your inner child, or life does try to feed you that. And some of you guys, you just kind of go with it, but life really isn't all about like being grown and being an adult and paying bills, whatever these fucking words y'all want to call, whatever grown is, whatever adulting is. But you just forget that your inner child is needed. This is how you create, and this is how you this is even how you release like pent-up energy. Sometimes you need that childlike energy, period. I'm not even gonna keep elaborating, just go do your research, but you need childlike energy. I'm just getting like you're missing your childlike energy. You're missing that innocent, playful, optimistic, carefree nature. You're missing that, and that's your blockage. Okay, some of you guys, it's just as simple as you are overly working, or you're overly taking care of people, and overly focused on just handling responsibilities, that you never like take a break, you never take time off, you never like engage in like some self-care and some time to just be free and do what you want to do. Okay, and that is blocking you. Some of you guys, it could also be the opposite. Okay, so in this instance, I am getting, could be that, or it could also be some of you guys, you're actually playing a little bit too much. You kind of play too much. Okay, you don't have and that's what it could be. You don't have a balance there. So just learn when to turn it on and turn it off. When is it time to get serious, and when is it time to have fun? Okay, so that's also what it is, not really having that balance there. So learn how to implement balance when it comes to when it's time to play and when it's time to get serious. Okay, what else? What's blocking the collective? What's blocking the collective? Some of y'all with yummy coming out, some of y'all aren't getting like you aren't eating like the things that, let's say you may not be eating at all. You may not be having a appetite, but that could low-key be blocking you. So some of you guys, you could literally be the type that food gives you energy, okay? And which it does everybody, right? Especially when you're eating the right food. So I'm just getting, maybe you are not eating like the right food, or nutritionist food that really could get you going, and that could be your blockage, because you'll be way more energetic if you eating nutrient dense food, food that is healthy for you, fruits, vegetables, etc. That's easy work. You just go look up, good foods, healthy foods that get your body going. But obviously you could be eating maybe bad food. Yeah, with yummy, you're eating shit that really tastes good, but low key, is bad for you, right? And that's blocking you, because again, when you aren't eating right, you don't feel right. And it's just the truth. Even if you don't actually become unhealthy, you just want to sleep all damn day. We all know what it's like to eat some good ass food that was bad for you, and then all you want to do is kind of go to sleep after. But regardless, you could be eating what is bad for you, and yes, you do it because it's good, but you have to focus on more so what's going to give me energy, what is going to keep my body, my physical, my temple strong. What is, because other than that, yes, you're going to be blocked. This is like you not being able to take on daily tasks or handle your business because you're eating bad and it's affecting your health. You're either sleepy, you don't feel good, the food just isn't giving you the energy you need, whatever the case is. Okay, so your diet here, it looks like your diet is your blockage as well. And I want to say it's more so because you're not getting, nutrient dense food. You're just eating, but you're not really eating with intention, intention on feeding your body what your body really needs, what will really keep your body healthy and fit. So that is a blockage. Some of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, you need to be ate out, okay? You need to be ate out. You could be wanting more than you could be wanting more than just penetration, okay? You could be wanting like to be really like devoured, okay, in that type of way. You could be wanting to be, you could want some tongue, okay? And I'm getting that, okay? So you could just really want to maybe like Maybe you want more out of your sex life. Let's say that, okay? And that could be in whatever ways, but with yummy ear, it's obvious. You could want like more oral done on you, right? And y'all, let's just be real. This is real life, okay? This is all how we got here. It's part of life. Get over it. Don't be on here talking about like, why am I talking about this? Because it's coming out. And it's information that you need to know that could help you, you know? But yeah, and when it gets to this part, stuff like this, it is what it is. Again, it's natural. It's part of life. So that could be for somebody's situation. I don't get that being for everybody, but you could want like either something different in your sex life. You're wanting more like oral. You know, you wanting somebody who could like maybe please you in that way. So yeah, and this one would more so be like a blockage in like a certain category. So I don't want to say like this is clearly like not a blockage of your life, you know. It's more so, I just want to reiterate, it's more so a blockage in like your relationship, or it's like a blockage in you feeling love, you know, in your love department more so, okay? This is not like a blockage of like, you know, life, but just of like other aspects of life. But this is just more so like in your love life, and maybe you feeling blocked from, you know, really being able to enjoy your love life, something like that. It could bother you. It could get in the way of like your emotions and how you feel. What is blocking the collective? Yeah, I said this. This is exactly how we're going to end this off. Jenga came out again. You guys could not find time to play, to have fun. That's also what that's giving, right? But this is always my tower card, like I always say. So again, tower is like associated with change and you know, destruction and upheaval, right? You have a very stubborn nature. I could definitely be talking to some of my fixed signs. What is that? Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo, right? I think I got them all. You could have that in your sun, moon, or rising. Doesn't have to, but you have a very stubborn nature, and that is literally what is blocking you, okay, y'all? So try to be more like what do you call it, like accommodating, or you know, learning how to maybe even sacrifice sometimes, or not to the point where it's like you are sacrificing, you know, to the point where like you're you know, it's bad for you, but you know, what else is it, like compromising even. Try to figure out how you can just stop being so stubborn, okay? Because it really is hard, especially when you're a fixed sign on top of that, especially when you even have a lot of fixed sign in your big three or in your chart, right? So you could be very stubborn. You could be stubborn in nature, and it's like if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. But a lot of people don't realize that makes you miss out on a lot of opportunities. Like, you may think that shit look good in the moment. You like, yeah, I ain't doing whatever I don't want to do. But at the end of the day, you get older and you start realizing time has passed you by because you thought being stubborn was cute. That's what I'm getting to. Some of y'all could think that's cute to be stubborn. You think that's like, you know, and it could be, but again, you got to know your limits. You got to have that balance. Like I said, you got to know it's like when to do something, when not to do something. Some of you guys, again, this is about like what's blocking you. There could be an opportunity that you want right now, and you're trying to figure out why you're blocking that opportunity. Is because you're stubborn. Maybe this opportunity that you want, you can't be stubborn. Maybe that really can't be in your nature, or you know, you can't have, maybe that's like even a requirement to have this type of opportunity. You can't be stubborn, okay? And this could be like dealing with like a relationship. This could be like a opportunity to be seen in the spotlight even. This could be a opportunity to go somewhere you never been. But I'm getting like this, you gotta remember some stuff could be like life-changing, but it's like you are being blocked from these things because you have this stubborn nature. Like, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not going there, I'm not opening up. Like, it's like and you're okay with that, but you don't know that could low-key be what is making you miss out on your blessing, or even a life-changing, you know, event for you, if we being honest, okay? So know when to be stubborn, know when it's time to be stubborn, and always just figure out how to work on your stubbornness, because again, it's fine and all, but when you start missing out on opportunities because of your stubborn nature, that's when it's a red flag. Okay, so yeah, work on that stubbornness. Okay, like be stubborn basically in the right situations, not in the wrong situations. Okay, because right now there could be an opportunity waiting for you. It literally wants to come to you, but because you're stubborn, you're being stubborn, you're being blocked from it. Okay, and that literally could be all it takes for you to do this, to stop being stubborn. Okay, y'all could be seeing 333 heavy on you guys, not having that childlike energy, being in that creative energy, getting creative again could be also your blockage. It's like you're having a creator's block is what could be blocking you. Okay, because it's usually your sacral chakra. So once you can get your sacral chakra and balance and things like that, you'll start having that energy, and maybe that's what's blocking you. You need to get that in balance so you can start being back creative, getting your spark back and being able to come up with ideas and things. That's all associated with your sacral chakra, and that could also be what is blocking you. Yeah, so get your sacral chakra back, balance, so you can, because that's how you literally create things, and literally can, maybe you end up fucking around, create something that can, that could put you on, put you in position that you could like make a business, make a profit off of or something, right? So you could be a Libra, heavy Libra here, Scorpio, could be an Aries, Virgo. Okay, you could be born on the 4th, the 3rd, the 1st, the 8th, the 7th, on the 11th. You could be born in March, January, November, April, August, July here. Somebody could also be a Pisces, Capricorn, heavy Aquarius as well, a Leo, heavy Virgo as well, and Cancer. Okay, so you could have those placements in your big three. Okay, and then also the people that I said that could be around you finessing, that could be their birth date or their zodiac. Okay, and they could have that in their big three. But overall, these could be your placements. You could have these in your big three, or you could be born on these dates, and this is like especially resonating with you. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you on the next one.